you are capable of handling a situation successfully. You are not born with confidence. It is something that anyone can develop. It is the most beautiful thing you can possess. Confidence is better than perfection because perfection means doing the best, but confidence means knowing how to handle the worst. Confidence doesn't come when you have all the answers, but it comes when you are ready to face all the questions. Your success will be determined by your own confidence and fortitude. Accept your past without regret. Handle your present with confidence and face your future without fear. A warm welcome to the 1509th session of ToTs Webinar led by Sudha sir. I welcome ToTs 29th batch member Farhana Shahid ma'am to the platform as the program director of today's session. Welcome ma'am, please take over the session. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ms. Ruby, for inviting me as a PD program director of Skate ToTs morning session. And that was a wonderful thought to begin with. Anyhow, thank you so much for your wonderful thought. And as you said, the confidence, you spoke about the confidence. Actually, it's a reminder for each one of us. It's a very good reminder to each one of us, not only for to attend a session, to lead a session for the entire life. That's a key note that each one of us should follow. So let me welcome each one of you to today's beautiful session. Every new day, it's an opportunity to learn, grow, and become a better version of ourselves. So keeping this in mind, let me start this session and take this session as a chance to enhance our skills and knowledge and to develop our English language. So I'm very happy to welcome each one of you to the special session on personal development planning.
Farhana ma'am, your mic is muted. Please unmute.
Oh my God, I didn't see that. Sorry so much. Okay. I didn't notice that. Sorry for everyone. So good morning to each one of you present here, and especially to Ruby ma'am for inviting me as a program director of this session. Thank you so much for her wonderful thought. She talked about the confidence. That was a reminder for each one of us. Thank you so much, ma'am. And let me start today's session. Let me invite each one of you to this beautiful morning. So, excuse me. Yeah. Every day is an opportunity for us to learn, to grow, and to become a better version of ourselves. So keeping this in mind, let us take this as a chance to enhance our skills, to develop the English language. So let me welcome each one of you to this session. And I'm especially excited to introduce today's speaker, that is Mr. SREEKUMAR, sir. He is from a vibrant town of Mundur in the Thrissur district, bringing with him 21 years of invaluable experience in the cooperative society sector. And his journey, he started with 9 years of clerical role, followed by 12 years of assistant secretary in a managerial position. And he holds a BCom degree and a PG diploma in financial management. And speaking about, other than his professional accomplishment, he is the admin of our Skate ToTs morning webinar group, also the coordinator of the English Elite group. And on his personal side, he is supported by his wonderful family, his wife Bhagya. She's a dedicated homemaker, and his two daughters, Sri Parvati, who is in grade 7, and Sri Paurnami, who is in UKG. So we are honored to have SREEKUMAR sir with us today to share his insights on personal development planning. So let's give him a warm welcome. And Thank you, each one of you, for joining this session. Let us make it engaging, interactive, and enriching for everyone. So let me tell you, you might feel, as the language is in English, you might feel a bit formal, but no problem, no worries. We can interact in Malayalam language. Only the trainer has to follow the English language. So you can ask questions, you can engage with the trainer however you want. So once again, welcome you all. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Farhana ma'am. Thank you, Ruby ma'am. And thank you, Almighty, and all the skate ToTs and their team, and also the participants who have gathered here to witness and contribute to this session. So we all know today is 1509 episode number. This platform is progressing by growing people, and also this platform grows as well. So today, actually, this is the first day of the session. Actually, we had a plan that a lot of our trainers group, lot of our trainers in this ToTs group do have lot of potential to take sessions in English. So because of the lack of courage or fear, whatever it is, they're not willing to take this into this morning session. So we have devised a strategy that we must give some opportunity to those trainers who are willing to take sessions in English. Because at times you may be invited to maybe a CBSE +2 English speaking school to give a training to those students. So we may need to ensure that we must be equipped to survive that situation. So everybody is well qualified. I know that my qualifications are not that great. I do have a basic qualification, a graduation, and a kind of qualification. So what does this mean? So it means with whatever you have to try your level best. So as an initiative to that ideology, I have taken this opportunity with what we say in both hands. So we have heard about life begins at the end of the comfort zone. So now I am operating at the edge of my comfort zone, operating at the edges of my present capability. So there may be some errors, there may be some I may be feeling stuck for some time for some words. So all of you just say, please be patient with me and also with other trainers who are going to follow this suit. So I appreciate all your presence here. And today, see, it's as our PD Farhana ma'am, my ToTs 29 batchmate, she said that everybody is free to comment their opinion, whether it's in English or in Malayalam. So it is advisable to comment it in English, since it gives you an opportunity to improve your own articulation skills. Otherwise, you can always ask questions, because in English sessions, we have stipulated that only the trainer needs to be transacted in English, because this is a platform for certification of the trainers, right? Thank you all. And today, yeah, actually, I am at ToTs 29. Farhana ma'am, are you listening? I mean,
Yes,
am
sir.
I
Yes, sir.
audible?
I'm with you. Yes, sir. We are
Yes,
listening
yes.
to you.
Yeah. I think there is an international connection problem showed here. So let me introduce myself. Actually, I am a ToTs 29 participant in this skate community, and I was the leader of the ToTs 29 group. And we ended our 29 a formal training camp on October 29. And today is June 29. And this is my 29th presentation. So it's all, mixed with a lot of proud feelings, because I never thought that I would complete 29 presentations within 8 months or so. Even though I had said that I would complete 30 presentations within 1 year. So it's only 8 or 9 months. So thank you for that. And your appreciation and your wishes have contributed to that greatly. And today, let us start our topic. Let me share my screen. Are you with me? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So, since this is a new initiative, there might be some flaws, and so please cooperate with me. So otherwise, it may be a Herculean task. Okay, thank you. So once again, I welcome all of you to this session. And as always, I have to engage your thinking process. So what is the foundation of all self-improvement? There is no stipulation that you must say the right answer, wrong answer. Just say one answer. Everybody knows it.
I think it is practice.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one answer. Practice. So any other guess? What is the bedrock of all self-improvement?
Long desire.
One should have a desire to take action. So
Consistency.
Learning.
sorry, I didn't get that. Come again. Confidence.
Learn.
Okay. So let me give you a clue. Actually, we have heard about these 10 life skills, and UNESCO has ordered it in an order. So what is the first life skill before any other?
Self-awareness.
Yes, exactly. So that is the answer, actually. Self-awareness. So unless and until you are aware about yourself, who you want to become, and what are your objectives, and how are you going to get it? So what is your identity? What makes you think that you are doing the right? And what makes you think which is your identity, and at every junction, which course of action you want to choose. So everything starts with self-awareness. So if you are going for a self-improvement journey, I would say an improvement. So why I say an improvement? Because I don't want to compare to anybody else. I don't want to engage into any competition. My thought process is like performance is about proving oneself to another or something. But mastery is about improving oneself. So if you want to improve, if you want to master, if you want to have a master in life, that is all about improvement. So self-awareness, as Socrates said, knowing yourself is the biggest challenge. So that is also the foundation for change. So today, my topic is almost related to that, how to build a PDP. PDP stands for Personal Development Plan. And one more question. What is the catalyst of all change? Just try.
Desire.
Any answer would fit. Yeah.
Self-motivation.
Yeah, self-motivation. Okay.
Action.
Attitude.
Attitude.
Think out of box.
Yeah, think out of the box. Yeah. Almost everything would fit to the situation, but the most ideal answer, one person said, that is action. There is no point in having hundreds of ideas. You have to transform those ideas into reality. You might have hundreds or thousands of ideas and ambitions, but what really acting as a bridge between your goals and your accomplishment, that is action. Because without it, even the best ideas remain just ideas. So that is why I always felt that the secret of making progress is to get started. You have to start first. Lot of the time, people think that this would be an uncomfortable position, and I am not fully confident. So best time to do it when you are 60% confident, or when you are 50 to 60 to maybe to 70% confident. You have to start it. You have to do it. There is no time such as a perfection, as outlined by our Ruby ma'am. You know, we don't need to wait for perfection. With whatever we have at this moment, we have to do it. So the secret of getting ahead is getting started. So that is why I started this. I mean, who takes the cat? Something like an initiative. So it's a really yes. Barsar sir is coming to the scene. Then you can always expect some fireworks from him at the end of the show. So I'm waiting for that, and let me. So what were we talking about? Yeah, self-awareness. So there is action, yes. So action becomes the key, because if you do not have ideas, you just read. So the problem for lack of ideas is reading. If you read, you will get a lot of ideas. And if you don't have the clarity is very important. Somebody shared the screen without knowing.
Is Sulada's screen.
Yeah. Okay. Now it's okay. Yeah. Okay. So what we are saying, if you don't have ideas, just read. If you don't have clarity, just write. So, and if you have the clarity and if you have the ideas, the last thing you want to do is, the next thing you want to do is build, create, focus on your projects. It's action. Because a lot of people always gather ideas for an infinite time. They don't have the clarity. Our mind craves order. In our world, it's always chaotic. It's always restlessness. So once you have the idea and once you have the super clarity on it, the next thing is action, execution, application of your knowledge. So you have to focus on your mind. You have to expand your mind, and you have to really build, create, and you have to just present whatever you have in the real world. So that is the main development plan. Then you can always readjust according to the feedback. Then you according to the trial and error method. So that is what it's all about. So let me continue here. So that's why the need for this topic, because whatever I do, because I need to see, I build what I need to see, because I want to see a lot of ideas are there in my life for the last so many years, but none of them got into reality. So what went wrong? So this time, this is the last time that I wanted to build something. So every time I create what I want to see in me, I want to learn in me. So in that way, I have created this idea, this personal development plan, and I have taken a lot of inputs from the Google, as you know. So this personal development plan. So first of all, what is personal development? Farhana ma'am, could you read it out? There is a definition from Wikipedia.
Sure. What is personal development? Personal development covers activities that improve awareness and identity, develop talents and potential, build human capital and facilitate employability, enhance the quality of life and contribute to the realization of dreams and aspirations. Personal development takes place over the course of a person's entire life.
Yeah. Here the key point is personal development takes place over the course of a person's entire life. So we must have had the formal education, but what about the self-education? Self-education is the best education. So after our formal education, maybe after the graduation or after the post-graduation, most of the people have remained stagnant. Actually, there is no word something like a stagnant. Growth or death. I would say there is only two options, growth or death. If you are stagnant, that means you are going backwards. If you are stagnant, that means you are going backwards. So the question is whether you want to develop yourself, whether you want to grow as a person in both in your career or both in your workplace or both in your health, anywhere. So there are four questions that I want to ask. Do you have a personal development plan? You just reflect it in your mind. And if you do have a personal development plan, how often do you look at your personal development plan? It's I call it PDP. And for that matter, do you have clear goals? Elikuti ma'am said that desire is the first, the bedrock of all self-improvement. So if you have goals, actually, human is a goal-oriented creature. We need goals. It's not the money, actually. We need goals. Whenever we have goals, we work like anything. So we are a goal-seeking creature. And those of you that have goals in place, how confident are you? How confident are you? How assured are you that you have the right structure in place to achieve them? How much confidence have you got in order to pursue the goals that you have in place? Or how are you going to achieve it? Do you have a concrete plan or a flexible plan? Do you have any plan? That's the main question. Have a plan. So a lot of the time, people have ambitions and sometimes they lack clarity. If they have the ambitions, if they have the ideas, and if they have the full clarity, entire clarity, then the thing they want is action, execution, implementation. So here we are going to discuss about the how do we implement and how do we plan our development. So whatever days we are left with in this world, we have to make sure that our potential is being transformed into performance. So that everybody gets the benefit. So that is how we live the life in fulfillment or realizing our fullest potential. So here it comes. The first stage of development is you have to understand, you have to aware about yourself. So it comes the basic old idea your personal sort. So what does this mean, sort? Anybody sort? It's a common concept. What does this mean?
Strength, weakness,
Yeah.
Opportunity and threat.
Opportunity and threat.
Yeah. So as I told you, and we all know that one has to understand what is his strength, his or her strength, what is the weakness. Maybe your strength might be, you might be a good person, even though you are not so competent in your skill set. You may be a person who can convince people, who can motivate people, who can act as the bridge between people, and you may be a good communicator, right? And you may have some weaknesses also. So we can, ideally, we have to build on our strength, and we have to give a little effort to raise our weakness, because when we are acting at full force at our strength, that becomes our unique ability. At the same time, we have to improve upon our weakness. Some people might do the opposite. They don't realize their strength. They are acting always on the weakness to improve the weakness. Not like that. So likewise, you have to find out what are your opportunities right now. What opportunities do you have, and what will be happening if things don't get as the way you planned. That is the threat. So it's a simple phenomenon. See, in personal development plan, you have to understand yourself first. Knowing yourself is the biggest challenge. We may go back and forth in this discussion, but I can assure you that this is the first step, knowing yourself, your personal sort. Your personal sort. So you have to write it out. You have to understand who you are and what is your identity and who you want to become. You have to be crystal clear about your vision, and you should have the clarity, and you have to build with what you have. Don't wait for perfection. So there is a rule, so I would describe one rule. I am a man of rules. So let me tell you a story actually. See, imagine if you have a tree in your backyard and you want to cut down that tree. You pick an axe and you just go to that tree and swing that axe 5 times to hit that tree. Okay, put that axe down. The next day, you again go out and pick that axe and swing at the tree 5 times. Then put the axe down. The next day again, you go to that tree by picking up the axe and swing at that tree 5 times a day, 5 more times. So if you hit that tree with the axe 5 times a day, every day, what is eventually going to happen? The tree is going to
Fall down. It will fall down.
yeah, that tree is going to fall. Yeah, that's no brainer. So now, if it is a big tree, it takes a long time, maybe a couple of years or 2 or 3 years. If it's a small tree, maybe we could knock down within a month or so. So the size of the tree determines how long it takes for it to fall, right? Here, we all know that is not the point of discussion here. We are not talking about the size of the tree and how long it will take for us. Here, the rule of 5 says you have to, if you hit that tree 5 times a day with an axe, it will fall down. In your life, you have to find your tree. What is your goal? What is your purpose? What is your ambition? What is it that you want to knock down? And in place of an axe, where is your axe in life? What are your tools to hit at that tree, to sing at that tree? So you have to find out, once you identified what is your tree, what is your ambition, you have to search for the tools and you have to sing at that tree every day at 5 times. So here, not 15 times or not 50 times or not 500 times, you have to do the task. You have to hit that tree 5 times a day, every day. So you have to identify what sort of ambition you have and what sort of tools you have at your disposal. Here, the challenge comes, you have to identify those tools. It depends on person to person, depending upon what goals do you have. So for my case, actually we don't discuss goals here because discussing goals would lead to, what we say, that's not good actually. We don't discuss goals. Actually, we discuss what are I doing now? What am I doing now? See how to apply the rule. So every day I read, every day I write, every day I file, every day I think, and every day I ask questions. So I have identified 5 key activities that are needed for hitting my tree, and I hit with these 5 tools 5 times in a day. So every day I read, every day I write, every day I file, every day I think, every day I ask questions. So the goal is in secret here. You may assume any goal which would materialize by doing this thing over a period of time. So I may knock down that tree within 1 year or within 2 years or within 5 years. But I am damn sure that it is eventually going to fall down. So I have identified a tree and I have identified some tools and I am hitting that tree. I am singing at that tree with my tools every day. So here, every day, what do you mean by, if you ask me, what do you mean by every day? That will be a bit of a problem. So lot of people, would you do that even in Sundays, even on Sundays? Yes, in Sundays also I read, write, file, think, and ask questions. So would you do that on days when you are not feeling well? Yes. Even when I am not feeling well, I do read, write, file, think, and ask questions. Would you do it on your birthdays also? Yes, even on my birthdays, I read, write, file, think, and ask questions. So, a major role in this personal development journey is to apply the rule of 5. You have to identify your tree, which means your goal, and you have to identify what are the critical activities that would lead to you to achieve that goal. So you have to really take care of, and sometimes it may take 2 or 3 years to identify the activities because it's going through a trial and error method. So if you do that consistently every day, so normally what we can say, we always overestimate what we can do in a day, but we underestimate what we can do in several days. So the compound effect is so huge. Here, let me fast track my presentation. So once you identified your goal, whether it's in your career goal, whether it's your health goal, whether it's your relationships goal, for simplicity, we can divide into your career, your relationship, or your health, or a mixture of both or anything. So you have to identify one goal and you have to ask yourself, where are you right now? Where do you want to be in those 3 areas? And where are you right now? And there is a gap. And what is the gap? And you have to fill the gap. That is the development area. That is the learning area. That you want to understand. You have to internalize. You have to accept it. It happens for everybody. And once we have born in this world by not by understanding all this, by doing and doing, by taking action, we get the experience. And there is a model. Let me tell you one more. Let me introduce you one model. You might have, some of you might have heard about this. This is a career architect development planner. In 1980s, this Michael Lombardo and Robert Teichinger has brought about this learning and development plan. So this is as simple as that. Everybody knows this. Something like 10% formal learning. Whatever we learn, that's only 10%. That is, with formal learning, through formal learning, we can learn only 10%. And the next 20% is learning with and from others. So in 1996, these two guys have interviewed 200 executives in the managerial position, and they asked, what did you learn? And how did you learn all these things? So they have conducted a survey, and they have found out these are the answers. So 10% what we can learn through formal training, and the 20% actually without, this is the social learning. We can learn from mentors, or we can learn from colleagues, we can learn from CCM, career, what is a counseling, coaching, mentoring. So all this kind of stuff, social learning. So relationship learning based upon relationships. So 20% learning with and from others. Learning with others and learning from others. So that is what we are here to learn from others and learning with others as a part of committing into this platform. So the next best thing, the next thing is putting things into practice, which means 70% of learning comes from taking action and on-the-job training. You have to do it. You have to build it. You have to create it. So a lot of the time, people back out from those stages. You have to create it. So that is the 70% of learning takes place. Even in driving also, you may pass out with a formal learning test, something like, and you can go to a driving school, and with the driver, with the instructor, you may learn how to take H or whatever it is. So, but the 70% of the learning comes when you drive the vehicle onto the road. Likewise, there is a PDP template. So it's when you identify what is the development area you want to get, and when you have to understand what will this enable me to do, and what will it look like when I succeed, and you have to apply 10% formal learning, 20% learn with and from others, and the last 70% putting things into practice. So please enter into the last 70%, putting things into practice. That is the one message here that I want to really instill in your mind, that you would be going to select that action path, putting things into practice. And mind you, actually, I am doing this, I am saying this to myself as I want to say the things that I want to see in myself to learn and improve. So let's take an example. Actually, if I want to enhance the development area like planning projects, so if I learn how to plan projects, so what will this enable me to do? Yes, deliver work on time. So if I learn how to plan projects, it will enable me to do deliver work on time or prioritize tasks effectively, or we can say that timely communication with the stakeholders. At the same time, how I look like when I succeed in this learning. Yes, I don't need to work overtime. Then my peers, my colleagues will trust in my organization skills, and I will be more confident and I will be more competent. So the plan, how the plan works. Let me go to the next slide. The plan works like 10% of formal learning. You can watch an online tutorial how it works, the project management, and after that you can 20% learn with and from others, ask for any mentorship and or ask for any feedback from others. So what are their feedback? Yeah, feedback are a wonderful thing. Feedback gives you knowledge. Feedback gives you power. So the last thing is 70% putting things into practice. Build a project plan. So you have to build a plan and you have to review it. Then you have to adjust it with whatever progress you have made. There is no other way to come out of this situation that you are in. Unless and until you take the choice of doing the action part, you will never ever reach your potential. Even the half of your potential. That is the one hard truth I want to remind myself and to my dears and ears, because doing takes the matters into your hands. When you do a plan, and when you do it, and when you review it, you will get an idea about how you are traveling in this world. And that is what this personal development is. Any thoughts on this 70-20-10 model? Just a 2 minutes discussion. Anybody, please? This 10% formal learning, thus 20% social learning with or from others, and the last 70% is experiential learning, on the job training. You have to build the project. You have to learn by doing, make mistakes, accept mistakes, accept feedback.
SREEKUMAR sir,
Yes, please.
that is the only right step we can do. Unless and until you start action, all your ideas, goals are only dreams. But only one point, you are telling that after 1 month you review it. I beg to differ. If you can review daily depending upon your goal, or at least once in a week, you have to review what you have done for achieving the goal. 1 month is a too long period, I think. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. See, the problem here is, I appreciate your valid point, the validity of your point. So, but the problem here is, the progress is not always visible. The progress is not always visible because the bulk of the progress is beyond the surface. Beyond the surface. It's like when we compare it to an iceberg, the tip of the iceberg means only showing some success. But beyond the surface level, there is struggle, there is self-discipline, there is mistakes, there is a lot of problems laying. So, actually, we are attributing this not to the organizational project. Actually, we are attributing this to our personal development plan. And we don't need to measure each and every day when it comes to our personal development journey. Maybe weekly or monthly, because the progress is not always visible. After a certain period of time, it may take off like a jet.
At least we can review ourselves what we have done to achieve that goal once in a week.
Yes, that would be enough. Once in a week.
Whether our steps taken in the last week is in the right direction or not.
Okay. Thank you, Sunil sir. And let me tell you one more plan: 1153 130 35 plan. 1153 130 35 plan. Have you heard about this plan? Anybody?
No, sir. No, sir.
No. Okay. So let me tell you that I have taken this from Darren Hardy, who is the author of The Power of Compound Effect, a book written by Darren Hardy. So this is a personal development plan. I am just showcasing some plans here, and it is always up to you to customize and I mean, you have to find out your plan. You have to find out your tailor-made plan. So whatever it is. Let me explain this 1153 130 35 plan. So the one stands for you have to identify one goal to achieve. You have to be crystal clear about one goal. Then you have to find out what is the one skill that is needed to achieve that one goal. Are you with me up to now? You have to identify the one goal. And you have to identify that one skill that is needed to achieve that one goal. And you have to buy and read those 5 books related to that one skill. And you have to buy 3 audio books or subscribe to 3 audio podcasts nowadays. It is most prevailing. And then you have to attend one seminar or one masterclass or one workshop. And you have to find out 30 minutes time for reading. And you have to find 30 minutes daily listening. So let me deconstruct it. It is not a complex plan. Actually, we need only 5 days a week for this plan to implement. Only 5 days a week. You don't need to do this 2 days, the weekends. So once you identified a goal and once you identified a skill, maybe a public speaking skill, and you have to go through the self-education route, because every time when you attend or seeking mentors, that's not good enough. So what are the 5 books that are available? Once you can ask for any people who have established in that skill set, or you can find in Google. So these 5 books, if you are going after public speaking, maybe you can buy a book about body posture or stage fear. So something like that, 5 different books. And you can also, and you have to read that book 30 minutes a day. 30 minutes a day. If you read 30 minutes a day, let me say maybe 30 pages a day. And 5 days a week means 150 pages a week. And maybe for 3 months, it's 1800 pages. So basically one book is 350 pages or something. So you can easily breeze through all the 5 books. And like that, 3 audiobooks. You don't need to find extra time for listening to podcast or listening to audiobook. When your body is in motion, when you are driving, when your mind is free, or when you are doing exercise, when your mind is free but your body in motion, you can listen this podcast or audiobooks. Because having idea and knowledge matter a lot, right? So after that, you have to attend one seminar, one offline seminar, one master class. Depending on what skill you want to learn, you you have selected 5 books, you have selected 3 audio books, or 3 subscribed to 3 podcasts, and after attending one seminar, then comes the practical part, that means daily reading for 5 days for 3 months. Our entire plan is for 3 months. So you just activate this plan for 3 months and you will get the understanding how it will affect you. So let me, and the last 5, let me deconstruct the last 5-step process for implementation. So what are the 5-step process, right? 5-step process. Study, focus on one skill. You have to study. If you want to say, if you want to learn the skill, you have to study first. Focus on one skill and extract ideas. You might have read these 5 books and 3 audio books, and you have to extract only 3 ideas, 3 best ideas for you to take it into practical. So why I say so? Because you may get 100 ideas from those books. If you get 100 ideas, which means no ideas, no idea, that's not going to take you at the top. You have to select 3 best ideas, 3 best ideas, and then you have to act, implement one idea. Now, out of 3 ideas, you have to implement. Implementation is the key. In knowledge, action, and results. So thinking, action, and results. So the action becomes the bridge between thinking and results. So if you want to get the results, you have to act. Then, as always, measure. You have to track the improvement. When you have extracted that idea, 3 best ideas from those 3-month exercise, then you have to implement that one idea. Then you have to measure the improvement. Then you have to review periodically. All the choices are up to you, whether it's weekly or monthly. So you have to review your performance, and you have to listen to what your peers say and what are the feedback. And you have to adjust your performance, adjust your style, or adjust your whatever it is. So again, you have to redo it. So plan, do, and redo it, trial and error. So this is the 5-step process. So 1153, 130, 35 plan, 1 goal, 1 skill, 5 books, 3 audio books, 1 seminar, 30 minutes reading, 30 minutes listening, and 5-step process. Focus on 1 skill, 3 best ideas, and implement 1 now, and track improvement and review, adjust, and again. So this is it. That's it. So we need to do this only 5 days a week, and for 3 months, the entire process is gone. So if you just imagine, if you had been doing this since you were 20 years old, say, suppose if you are 40 years old now, you would have mastered more than 500. I mean, you would have read more than 500 books. You would have listened to 2,400 hours of podcast, and you would have learned 70 to 80 skills. This is a comprehensive plan, but it can always be customized according to your need. The focus is, the major shift here is, you have to take this action. It doesn't matter whether you go for 5 books or 3 books. It is always possible. It is always possible. So let me continue to my last leg of my presentation. So we have talked about the personal development plan, and one more plan. It will take only 2 or 3 minutes. I'm just going through it. So what we have discussed here, having a plan, having a strategy, and taking action and taking the measurement. So step 1, list 10 things you want to achieve. Step 2, you have to rank them in order of importance by saying some questions like, why do I want these things in the first place? Do I want them for the right reasons? And step 3, as we have already discussed, list your strength and skills. Once you establish the number 1 change you want to make, you need to list your strength and skills that will help you to achieve your goal. Do not undersell yourself here. What does that mean? Don't be so humble. Most of the people are very much skillful when it comes to delivering these English sessions or delivering these communication skills. I know that very much.
SREEKUMAR sir, can I intervene?
Please, sir, please.
Yes, there is a famous quote by Shah Rukh Khan in one of the films.
Yeah.
Don't underestimate the potentiality of ordinary man. I just want to supplement, that's all.
Yeah, don't underestimate the power of a common man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that was the one in a film. Yeah. So list your weaknesses. So it will be very easy for you to find out your weaknesses rather than your skills or strength. So it is for everybody. It's the same for everybody. So you are not alone. You might be thinking that I don't have any strength. I have more weaknesses. You know, it's the same for everybody. It's just not that you are not identifying yourself. You are not realizing yourself because your potentials are, sleeping inside of you. You don't just need to put some water into it and just wake them up. Then step 5. Once you identify your weakness, research what you will need to reach your goal. And you will need that. You need some qualifications, you need some additional support, you need some additional training, you need some mentorship or coaching or consulting. So it becomes some key areas of development for you. And again, you have to set a deadline for your goal. Keeping a deadline is always good. Because unless and until you have a deadline for you, you never work, you never take action. If Ismail sir is here, he might be remembering that I had made a promise that I would complete 30 sessions. So I am just one away from that. So I made a promise openly here at the time of doing my 4th presentation. So because of the reason that I made a promise, and I am basically intrinsically motivated, I don't need any push motivation. So I pulled from inside, and I know you know that I have to do it. So, and you have to give yourself enough time. It's not that every day you are super productive. You can give enough time. If it's a task, normally takes 6 months. You can give it 8 months or 10 months. Give yourself enough time, but you have to complete it. Then
can I add one point? Only one point.
Please,
The
sir.
deadline you have setting should be realistic. Normally, it is said that work will expand itself to the time allowed. For a realistic goal, if it is not a realistic goal, if you are instead of completing in 1 week, we are putting it 1 month, your lethargy or laziness will drag the progress to 1 month. So, what I think is the deadline should be a realistic one.
Yeah, so it basically depends upon the person, because some people make so many impossible goals within a short period of time. So that means they are getting burned out. They are getting some stress. So they just at the end of the day, they just boycott that plan. They don't pursue that more often. The secret of making progress is to get started. So in order to get the starting, in order to get the ignition, you can always give more time. And once you are there in the track, you can reduce the time.
Yes, correct.
To be frank, I have made a deadline for myself for I have to complete 30 presentation within a year, 12 months. And 3 months are in store for me right now. So which means so it's the same case with everybody. Once you starting is very important. Unless and until you give enough time for yourself to complete the task, you don't start. Okay, let me continue. So we have talked about creating your vision. So what would be my life would look like if I achieve my vision? You have to envision that. We all say that creative imagination. That is the one skill. The ability of our imagination is more important than our knowledge. It is said by Albert Einstein, not by me. So the ability of your imagination is more important than your knowledge. So with whatever skills you have, with whatever goals you set, and with whatever tools you are going to go after that goal, then you can always imagine that you have already achieved it, and you can always do the creative imagination. Creative imagination involves what could be the problems that I could be facing while achieving that goal also. Then, as it is every day, I told about the importance of every day. What do you need to do every week to achieve success? What do you need to do every day to achieve success? You have to do it. And once you reach your first goal, you can always go to the second goal.
Master, there is a saying, if you want to be successful, you have to be successful every day. There is a saying,
yeah.
there's a famous quote.
Yeah,
the other thing which I want to add is that the man who conquered Everest, a question was put to Hillary, how did you conquer Everest? He replied this way, the day I decided to conquer Everest, I have been taking each step towards conquering Everest. That means it involves a daily effort. That's all.
Yes, yes. Taking the first step is crucial. Taking the first step. And you have to be a success every time. Success is a daily thing, not a destination thing. You have to do it daily. If you think that when I reach that destination, I will be successful, that's a wrong philosophy. You have to make success a daily thing. You have to make a decision, and you have to manage that decision. So it's all about making and managing that decision every day. And every day means every day. And sometimes, some problems will happen. And it's your duty that you have to make sure that when life is getting in the way, and when you are letting life getting in the way. Sometimes people say that, my life is so troublesome. I couldn't crack that exam. I couldn't crack that post. So my life is different. So then that is a honesty thing. You have to think about yourself, whether I am having problems because of my real life situations, or I am making some, or am I making some excuse because of the situations I am in. So that is a different ball game. So let me conclude my presentation here by saying a simplest quote. Who you are tomorrow begins with what you do today. It's again, we are back and forth on that point. Who you are tomorrow begins with what you do today. So I ask two questions every day to me. What are you doing today to develop yourself? And that is for me, foundation for my growth. And I also ask one more question. What are you doing today to develop others? So that invariably helps me also. So I get some some deep fulfillment by developing others. And also in return, I also develop myself. So as an initiative to that, I have spent this time with you, and I'm super grateful, and thank you for all of you. Thank you. I am expressing my gratitude, my appreciation to all the participants here, and I am handing out this platform to Farhana ma'am for the remainder of the session. Thank you all. And one more thing, actually, in our this platform, this English session was first taken by Dixon sir almost 10 months ago. So many people then remarked that this wouldn't be a great idea, but since then I was thinking about this, because a lot of our trainers are well versed with this language, and they know how to articulate this in this language. There are a lot of average trainers like me also, but the fact is that everybody can improve their skill sets. It's not about proving oneself. As I said, performance is about proving oneself, but mastery is about improving oneself. So here, every participants, please come forward and book their seats in the following days to improve yourself. And it is not a matter of right or wrong. It is a matter of improvement. So thank you all, or to Farhana ma'am. Yeah.
Well, thank you
Farhana
so
ma'am.
much, Mr. Kumar, sir. Yes, sir, I can hear you. Thank you so much, sir. That was a wonderful session led by Mr. SREEKUMAR. And we all are very much inspired. And as you said, what you do today for achieving your goal. So I attended. So today what I did is I attended your session. That was each and every points. That was very, very, I mean, I agree with each and every points that you have conveyed today. And we are very grateful that we could attend in this platform. So let me invite each one of you to give a valuable, constructive feedback to Mr. SREEKUMAR. So I hope you can come one by one. It's not necessary that I should call your names. Let me
SREEKUMAR
invite-
sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I am busy to go to the kitchen. So this session is very powerful. Expand our minds. Study every day and every moment. Your goal is in your hands. I appreciate the first class of SREEKUMAR sir and all the participants and the PD. Okay, congratulate you all. Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
ma'am.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for your nice comments, please. Thank you.
May I?
Yes, sir, please.
Thank you, Farhana madam. So, kudos to you, SREEKUMAR. It's a very, very fabulous presentation regarding personal development plan. That is a lot of things. I mean, there is, I would say it is a redundant information, superfluous. But it is, you have that, everyday improvement. You are always looking for improvement. So that is why you have reached this level. So I know that from here, that is what the target you have set for 1 year. You could cover it in 8 months or 9 months. And, like that, if you move ahead, I think sky is the limit. The little bit things I just want to add. It is not about the presentation or anything like that. So that delivery of the words, that you pick up the word and that slang wise just improvement. That is what I want to say. Otherwise, it is okay. Slang wise, I thought you did. I thought you did. I like that sort of pronunciation. If you take into account, it will be an icing on the cake. Only that I want to say about that. Some grammatical error here and there. It happens. We can, in the long run, it could be wiped out. The other part, the presentation towards the last slides, it is. 2 minutes. If you come out with a little bit of information on the screen. If it is too much of information on the screen, if you could reduce it, it will be more effective. That is what I understand. Otherwise, it was fabulous. Keep it up. And the one elixir you told, that is reading. That reading, that is what I would say, the one dose medicine, single dose medicine, reading. Reading is one of the best medicine with the help of which you can come out of any any problem you face as far as PDP is concerned. Thank you. Over to you, Farhana Madam.
Thank you so much for your
Thank you,
incredible
Dixon.
work, Mr. Dixon. Thank you so much.
Thank you, SREEKUMAR sir. Can I speak?
Yes, sir, please.
Hello, sir. It's a wonderful section. You almost delivered from beginning. You started with self-awareness, and also, I think to be yourself requires actually extraordinary intelligence. You put effort. So many efforts you are putting. So you express itself in your own natural way also, and and you ended it with what guides us today becomes tomorrow's future, because what guides us today becomes secondary, and next level, what you do, what you become, that's the second, to subordinate tomorrow. It begins in always our inner growth for the realization how to build up our personal growth. That's your aim. That I think you also apply the rule of 5 and also SWOT analysis. So many things. We have to take away so many things from your class. Thank you for your great. This type of class always needed. It's a need of 1 hour. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Manish sir.
Thank you so much, sir. As you said, he himself is a perfect example for today's session. He had, like, throughout the past 1 year, we know him, and he's himself is a perfect example for what he said. Anyways, thank you so much, sir.
Raju Philip sir has raised his hand. Could you please call?
Raju Philip, sir.
Thank you, Rana, Madam. At the very outset, let me congratulate you and also SREEKUMAR sir for taking the initiative. It's very difficult to take the initiative because many people may complain. This is the first formal English session in the this 6:30 session. We have completed around 1,400, more than 1,400 sessions, but this is the first formal English session which we have conducted here. Actually, this is a great necessity because we all, our aim is to become international trainers. Without this knowledge in English, without our efficiency in English, or I can say proficiency in English, we cannot become an international trainer or speaker. Because only if you are doing in our mother tongue, you won't be able to go out of Kerala, or you won't be able to go out of our circle and make a presentation in the school or college or something like that, as you said. Anyhow, this is a great step, and I appreciate you. I congratulate you for making this great step, and we promise that we will follow you surely, because we are looking for an initiation. This initiation is the greatest, most difficult thing. We have done this. Surely we will come. We'll follow you. Many will follow you. That will make this positive communion platform in to another level. It will be raised to another level. We were having this 5:15 English session in the morning. When we started it, it was only a few people were there, less than 10 people were there. Now it has increased to up to 30. And this is, I think, mainly because of the initiative of SREEKUMAR sir, because he is arranging very good programs, very good. He is preparing all the programs 1 week advance. It's making all the posters 1 week advance, and he is putting it in the WhatsApp group. It is a great initiative for all of us. It's a great motivation for all of us, and to participate, and also to do the sessions. Anyhow, I appreciate again. I also appreciate for Hannah, Madam, you have given a good motivation by introducing and also acting as a PD this historic session. Thank you. I appreciate you also for this great effort you have done. And also today, I want to appreciate SREEKUMAR sir again for a great range you have done, great effort you have done for making this session very successful. You have improved a lot in your English during these days, and because of this English session, you have practiced a lot in front of the audience. Practicing in front of the audience, the most difficult thing. The 3 steps in public speaking is one is said by Executive Madam. Second one is preparation. If you don't prepare well and come before the audience, it will be the most difficult. You will feel like you are not clothed properly. You are not clothed properly. Maybe you are half naked or something. It is said by Dale Carnegie. And the third one is practice. Practice will make you perfect. Maybe perfection is only don't wait for the perfection, as SREEKUMAR sir said. You are always, every time we are waiting for the perfection. That is why we are not starting. That practice will make you proficient, or you can say near to perfection. These 3 steps will make you a public speaker. Now today we have seen how you can personally develop as personal development plan you have put forward is a great one, with great effort, with great planning, and also you have performed it very well. Your accent, everything has improved. Your fluency, accent, everything has improved because of your hard work. And you have completed 29 speeches in 8 months. As per your plan, it is 30 speeches in 1 year. That means you are quite ahead of your plan. I congratulate you for that also. Because of this effort, you are becoming a great speaker, and all of us have to follow your example. I just exhort that everybody should follow your example. Okay, back to Farhana Madam, please.
Thank you so much, Rajesh sir. Thank you so much. And I would like to invite Mr. Advocate Vincent sir. Before that, with your permission, I'm leaving this platform as I'm running out of time. So thank you so much for your participation, especially once again, SREEKUMAR sir. Thank you so much for your session.
Rana Madam, congrats for your great support rendered to our SREEKUMAR sir.
Yes, I'm honored, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Farhana ma'am. Thank you for your. Okay, you may leave, please.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yes, thank you, Farhana ma'am. I just want to reiterate the word spoken by Dixon sir. Kudos. Kudos, SREEKUMAR sir. Why? Because you are proved to be a role model for all trainers in this platform. Because you have set a target, and within that target, you are proving yourself. As we know that all trainers who passes through ToTs family, I belong to 19 batch. And now I think currently 32 or 33 or 34 batch is going on. If I am wrong, I don't know. Then all trainers have a dream. What is their dream? The dream is to become effective, professional, international trainer. International trainer means not from Kasaragod to Kanyakumari. That's not why we have to go beyond our boundaries. So we need to speak. We need to polish our language in English. That is something very much imperative. And you have taken a maiden step for it. And congratulations, SREEKUMAR sir. You are taking a lot of risks, adventurous. Yesterday only we just read about taking adventure. As Robin Sharma says, going to a mountain, climbing a mountain, going to a balloon. This is an adventure, plunging to this. And this gives me a lot of impetus. to take classes on this one. So congratulations, and it was for your initiative. And of course, we may have drawbacks. We are all nobody is perfect, and we are all aiming at. We have the target to become. We are on the journey to perfection. So congratulations, SREEKUMAR sir. Keep it up. We expect every time, because every time you come to the platform, it gives others a lot of inspiration. Okay, thank you very much, and back to you, SREEKUMAR sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Vincent sir. And I request everybody to chip in with at least 30 seconds comments. It doesn't matter whether it's in English or Malayalam. Now the official session is completed. So just tell how did you feel about this session and all such things.
Sir, Suhail sir has raised his hand.
Oh, I can't see. So please unmute and speak. Please unmute and speak. So well, sir.
Okay, thank you, SREEKUMAR sir. Good morning, all of you. Thank you, SREEKUMAR sir. Great, congratulations. Today's section is excellent and a beautiful session, and we get more beautiful message, and we got an opportunity to improve our language, and we are expecting more session like this. My brother SREEKUMAR sir, thank you, SREEKUMAR sir. Thank you, Farhana madam. Very nice speech there, Farhana madam. Thank you so much. Thank you all.
Thank you, Suhail sir. Thank you. Next, Sunil sir, please.
Please don't restrict me to 30 seconds.
Yeah, no, I'm saying that everybody must chip in with 30 seconds at least.
Correct. That's why I was waiting.
Yeah.
Actually, without telling few words about SREEKUMAR sir, my feedback won't end. That's why the reason I asked for more time. SREEKUMAR sir, after you came to our 630 platform plus English platform. English platform, last 3 years we are running successfully. But now you have
SREEKUMAR sir, and you are instrumental in bringing SREEKUMAR sir the English platform. Am I right?
That could be one of the reasons.
Congratulations to you.
No, actually, what I was trying to say is, after SREEKUMAR sir became the admin of our English platform, he brought a vision to our English platform. And the vision statement is to build a diverse and supportive community where everyone can confidently and effectively communicate in English, promoting continuous personal and professional growth. And whenever I am seeing SREEKUMAR sir, and whenever I am discussing in direct also, he's always focusing on that personal and professional growth, not only for him, but others also. And incidentally, he became one of the admin of our 630 platform. Before that, we know that our great Dixon sir has taken one English class. Maybe because of the feedback got for the admins, it was not further continued. Here is the man of action comes. When SREEKUMAR sir has taken the reins of our Malayalam platform also, this sort of innovative ideas come. He's a man of great ideas, man of great thoughts, and man of action. That's why this innovative thinking came. And I appreciate next 4 or 5 programs are also people voluntarily came forward. That is the every week, as Raj sir told, every week in advance, we used to plan 1 week ahead in English class. And that is the man of action. Coming to our presentation, this presentation was very much helpful for our personal improvement. We may be having goals, we may be reading books, but all are scattered thoughts or scattered ideas. But focusing not on the goals, but on the process. The presentation was excellent in the sense that it gave every individual an idea how to plan our further days ahead. Great, Sriman sir, congratulations. And as our Suresh Babu sir used to say in our English platform, our purpose is vindicated. That's the word he is used to. And we feel proud of you. Thank you, Sriman sir. Over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Sunil sir. A lot of the fact that I got the courage from our English platform morning 5:30 platform. So I give credit for that. So let's move on to Rania ma'am, who has raised her hand. Rania ma'am, over to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for giving me an opportunity to share the feedback for your maiden session in English. Thank you. First of all, I would like to congratulate my PD and my mentor, Sriman sir, for his maiden venture. This was an eye-opening session because most of us are, have the inhibition to do a presentation in English. So you are guiding us with a great initiative. I would like to remind the concept that perfect, we have to embrace the concept perfectly imperfect. Then only we can achieve, and then only we can break the comfort zone and go ahead. Thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you, sir, for presenting in English, and thank you for giving me an opportunity to say the feedback. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Rania ma'am. I have observed you since you were attending those ToTs 48 batch. You are a serious learner, and I appreciate you for that. And bracing the discomfort. So actually, we are the trainers, you know. So when we are not able to remove the roadblocks in front of us by just telling that we are not comfortable, we preach that you should be embracing the discomfort to get out of the comfort zone. So when we are not doing ourselves, then that doesn't give any purpose. That doesn't make any sense. So let me move on to Shida ma'am. After that, Shija Kumari ma'am, please be on the line. Okay, Shida ma'am.
Beautiful Saturday. Thank you, SREEKUMAR sir. You take a good initiative to encourage us also. Good content, good presentation. A small improvement is you repeatedly say have it to. But your presentation was very good. I really appreciate you. Thank you, sir. Waiting soon for another session. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Shida ma'am, for pointing out the improvement. Normally, our idea is that for the newcomers or trainers, it's not a problem for me. We don't necessarily spot the improvements in the first couple of sessions, because once the trainer gets confidence, then we can always tell the improvement areas. We just need to maintain this perspective. This is a communication. Actually, we are all trainers, and this is a we just changed the medium of Malayalam into English communication. As long as you understand what I speak, it's okay for a starting kind of a vision, right? So that's all. Thank you.
Sorry, sir.
No, not a problem. I mean, I'm saying because we want more trainers coming up. So when people see that we are, pointing out the nitty-gritty details of all these things. First of all, one should have the confidence and one has to commit and show the courage. And only after 2 or 3 presentations, one must take care of all the other details. As long as you communicate with the people, it's okay for. Okay, thank you. Shija ma'am.
Sorry, I will not repeat it. Sorry.
Not a problem, Shidam. Actually, we are just, focusing on the bigger vision, big picture thinking. That's all. For me, it's not a problem. Okay, please, Shrija Kumari, ma'am. She's a scholar, Dr. Shrija Kumari.
Morning, sir.
Good morning.
First of all, I wish to extend my sincere thanks and also appreciation towards you, sir, because you have chosen a very good content which lead to the development of all the participants of this platform. And I wish to focus on the content of the presentation, and it is really appreciable that you have presented a very minute grassroots level planning. More or less in this way, I do prepare a self-development plan each year at the beginning of the year. And it is like this. I shall show you. Can you see this?
Yes, I can see. Lot of branches.
Areas in which I can develop myself and the ways in which I can progress. And then I prepare a program like this.
Okay.
Creatives and garden, the areas in which I can process and progress, and the way in which I can get that process like this. And in each month, I prepare a plan for that month. And though not in the minute level as you have mentioned, I just write it up. What are the things I can do in that particular month, and I take it off when it is completed. Today, I have got a very deep insight how to prepare a very nice self-development plan from your class, sir. I'm very much thankful to you, and congratulations. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Shrija ma'am. So that's the one thing I would always take care that it's not the content matters. Yes, the delivery matters. As a trainer, I want to improve upon that. And I know I am a man of so many imperfections, but when I try several days, definitely I have the confidence that it can be corrected. Okay. Thank you. Anybody would like to say a comment?
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning. It's a long time.
Okay. Sir, I have joined workout because I can't join session, but this is a wonderful session and listening to the class. I can't take class in English. I told SREEKUMAR sir before long time. Anyway, it's a good start. I can my goal is to be take class in English. I will try to my level of best, and it is a wonderful section, and that attracting word in my thought, sir, taking class and what are you doing today? It is most attracting word in my thought. I appreciate. In the same time, I appreciate Farhana ma'am. I can't deliver my language in my heart. It is my problem. Congratulations for this session. Very good program and informative. I can attend maximum, try to take class in English. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Sushi ma'am. She is a ToTs 29 participant. And we can make mistakes here because if you are 50% confident, anybody can come and take sessions in English. It's not a big deal. You don't think that it's a big deal. Anybody who wants to give comment either in English or Malayalam, please come on board. Otherwise, we can end this official session. ആരെങ്കിലും പറയുന്നുണ്ടോ?
ശ്രീകുമാർ ഒരു കാര്യം പറഞ്ഞോട്ടെ.
പറയൂ.
ഈ സുഹി മേഡം ഇപ്പൊ പറഞ്ഞത് അവരുടെ മനസ്സിലൊരു ആഗ്രഹമാണ്. ആ ഒരു ആഗ്രഹം പൂർത്തീകരിക്കാനാണ് ഇതുപോലത്തെ പ്രോഗ്രാംസ് നമ്മൾ കൊണ്ടുവരുന്നത്. സമയം അനുവദിക്കുമെങ്കിൽ അവർക്ക് താല്പര്യം ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ 5:50 ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് ക്ലാസ്സിൽ ഒരാഴ്ച ജോയിൻ ചെയ്യാൻ വേണ്ടി ശ്രീ മേഡം ഉണ്ടെന്ന് തോന്നുന്നു. ചെറിയൊരു റിക്വസ്റ്റ്. അറ്റ്ലീസ്റ്റ് 1 day you please just taste it so that you can improve yourself. അതെന്റെ ചെറിയ സജഷൻ ആണ്. താങ്ക് യു.
Okay sir, I will try.
കാരണം ആ ഒരു ആഗ്രഹം വളരെ കൃത്യമായിട്ട് മനസ്സിലായതുകൊണ്ട് പറയാം. പ്രാക്ടീസിങ് സെഷൻ. എന്തായാലും ശ്രീകുമാർ സാർ ഇനിഷ്യേറ്റീവിന് ഒരിക്കൽ കൂടി നന്ദി. താങ്ക് യു.
ഉഷാകുമാരി മാഡം കൺഗ്രാജുലേഷൻസ് പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ട്. താങ്ക് യു. ഇനി ഇവിടെ ആരാണ് പറയാനുള്ളത്? ബർസാദ് സാർ പോയോ? ബർസാദ് സാർ ഇവിടെ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. പറഞ്ഞോളൂ മാഡം.
മഴയാണ്, കേൾക്കാൻ പറ്റുന്നുണ്ടോ സാർ?
കേൾക്കുന്നുണ്ട്.
Congratulations sir. It is a very nice lesson for PDP. That is, I understand more about how to prepare the plan or decisions. I am very interesting 1153-130-35 program. That is very interesting for preparing or setting a goal. And I hope this type of session, English session, is very important for improving our communication skills in English. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you. നമ്മൾ ട്രെയിനേഴ്സിന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് ഇൻട്രൊഡ്യൂസ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുള്ള സെഷൻ. അതിൽ തെറ്റുകൾ വരും. ബർസാദ് സാർ ആ തെറ്റുകളൊന്ന് കേട്ട് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ അവസാനിക്കും. കേൾക്കുന്നില്ല, മ്യൂട്ടാണെന്ന് തോന്നുന്നു. മൈക്ക് മ്യൂട്ടാണ്.
Okay sir, thank you sir. I am not good in English, so I want to speak in Malayalam. Okay. സാർ ഒരു
ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് സെഷൻ എന്തായാലും എടുക്കണം. അതാണ് നമ്മുടെ ലക്ഷ്യം. എല്ലാവരും റൗണ്ട് എത്തണം.
ഞാൻ എടുത്തിട്ടില്ല, ഞാൻ ഇവിടെ എടുത്തിട്ടില്ല, ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് ക്ലാസ്സിൽ എടുത്തിട്ടുണ്ട് സാർ. ഓക്കെ. ആൻഡ് സാറ് പറഞ്ഞ ഫെയർ വർക്ക്സ് ഉണ്ടാവുന്ന ലാസ്റ്റ്, അതുകൊണ്ട് ജസ്റ്റ് ഇംപ്രൂവ്മെന്റ് ഏരിയ പറച്ചിലാണ് എൻ്റെ ഒരു മെയിൻ ഇത്. അപ്പൊ സാറ് പറഞ്ഞു ഇംപ്രൂവ്മെന്റ് ഏരിയ ഒന്നും പറയരുതെന്ന്.
അത് പറയുന്നത് ഇത്രയുള്ള എൻ്റെ ഉദ്ദേശം സാറിന് മനസ്സിലായല്ലോ?
പക്ഷെ സാറിന്റെ അടുത്ത് പറയാം, നമ്മളൊരു ഫെയർ വർക്ക്സിന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ടല്ല പറഞ്ഞത്. സാർ ഇഷ്ടംപോലെ ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് ക്ലാസ് എടുത്തിട്ടുള്ളതാണ്. അപ്പൊ സാറിന്റെ അടുത്ത് ഇപ്പോഴും സാർ ഒരു 10-20 അവിടെ എടുത്തിട്ടുണ്ടാവും, ഇവിടെ ഇപ്പൊ എടുത്താം. അപ്പൊ സാറിനത് കാരണം PDP ഈയുടെ കാര്യങ്ങൾ സാറെ പറഞ്ഞപ്പോ സാറ് തന്നെ പറഞ്ഞു നമ്മുടെ മിസ്റ്റേക്സ് നമ്മളെ മനസ്സിലാക്കണം എന്നുള്ളത്. അപ്പൊ സാറിന് ഇപ്പോ ഉണ്ടല്ലോ, ഡിക്സൺ സാറ് 2-3 കാര്യങ്ങളെ പറഞ്ഞായിരുന്നു. പിന്നെ അടുത്ത് ഷീതാമാമ പറഞ്ഞു ഹൗ ടു എന്നുള്ളത്. അപ്പൊ ഈ ഹൗ ടുവിന് പകരം നമുക്ക് വേറെ ഇഷ്ടം പോലെ വേർഡ്സ് അവിടെ നമുക്കുണ്ടല്ലോ കൊണ്ടുവരാനായിട്ടൊക്കെ. ഇപ്പൊ ചില സ്ഥലത്ത് ഹൗ ടു എന്നെല്ലാം പറയുമ്പോഴൊരു കമാൻഡിങ് ആണ്, നമ്മൾ പറയാനാണ്. യു ഹാവ് ടു ഡു എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ ചെയ്ത് ഒക്കും എന്നുള്ളൊരു അർത്ഥമൊക്കെയാണ് തന്നെ. അപ്പൊ നമ്മള് ആ വേർഡ് ആക്ച്വലി പല സ്ഥലത്തും നമ്മളത് ഒഴിവാക്കേണ്ടതാണ്. അതിങ്ങനെ റിപ്പീറ്റഡ് ആയിട്ട് വരണാണ്. ഞാനത് പുതിയതായിട്ട് വരുന്നവരൊക്കെ പറയുമ്പോൾ അവർക്കിടത്തെല്ലാം ഇമ്പ്രൂവ്മെന്റ് ഏരിയയെല്ലാം പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ അവർ ചിലപ്പോൾ ഇട്ടിട്ടൊക്കെ പോകും. അതുകൊണ്ട് പക്ഷെ സാറിന്റെ അടുത്തതെല്ലാം പറയാം. കാരണം സാറ് ഈ ഒരു പ്ലാൻ ചെയ്ത് സാർ ഇത് കൊണ്ടുവന്നത് തന്നെ വലിയൊരു സാറ് തന്നെ എടുക്കുന്ന എല്ലാ ടോപ്പിക്കും സാറിന്റെ തന്നെ ഡെവലപ്മെന്റിന് ഹെൽപ്പ് ആവണ കാര്യങ്ങളൊക്കെയാണ്. എല്ലാ കാര്യങ്ങളും ഒട്ടുമിക്കതും അത് കേൾക്കുന്നവർക്കും ഒത്തിരി ഉപകാരം ഉള്ളതാണ്. അതുകൊണ്ട് സാറ് എന്തായാലും അതിന്റെ ആ കാര്യങ്ങളെല്ലാം പറഞ്ഞായിരുന്നു. ഒന്ന് നന്നായിട്ട് അതിനകത്തുള്ള കോമ്പൗണ്ട് എഫക്റ്റിനെ പറ്റി പറഞ്ഞു. അങ്ങനെ ഗോൾ സെറ്റിങ് കണ്ടന്റ് ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു, നല്ല കണ്ടന്റ് ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. അതെല്ലാവർക്കും മനസ്സിലാവത്തക്ക രീതിയിലുള്ളൊരു ലാംഗ്വേജും ആയിരുന്നു. അതുകൊണ്ട് സാറിന്റെ ഒരു ഇനിഷ്യേറ്റീവിന് വലിയൊരു അഭിനന്ദനം. ഓക്കെ സാർ, താങ്ക് യു. ഞാൻ വേറൊരു ഫയർ വർക്ക്സും വേറെ ഒത്തിരി ഉണ്ട് ഇമ്പ്രൂവ്മെന്റ് പറയാനായിട്ട്. വേർഡ് അറേഞ്ച്മെന്റ്സ്, നമ്മളൊരു വാചകം പറയുമ്പോൾ എവിടെയാണ് സ്റ്റോപ്പ് ചെയ്യേണ്ടത്? നമ്മളിപ്പോഴും ഒരു കാര്യം പറഞ്ഞിട്ട് നമ്മൾ ഒന്ന് ഇടയ്ക്കൊന്നൊരു പോസ് കൊടുത്തിട്ട് പിന്നെ നമ്മള് തുടങ്ങണേക്കുണ്ട്. അപ്പൊ അത് എവിടേക്കാണ് പിന്നെടുത്ത നമ്മൾ ചില വാക്കുകൾ നമ്മൾ പ്രത്യേകിച്ച് നമ്മൾ മലയാളികളൊക്കെ ഉപയോഗിക്കുമ്പോ ഉണ്ടല്ലോ കണക്റ്റഡ്, അപ്പൊ ആ ലാസ്റ്റുള്ള ഒക്കെ നമ്മളിങ്ങനെ എടുത്തു പറയും. വർക്ക്ഡ്, അങ്ങനെയൊക്കെയുള്ള അതുണ്ടല്ലോ. അപ്പൊ അങ്ങനെയുള്ളിടത്തിലൊക്കെ നമ്മൾ കുറെ മാറ്റങ്ങളൊക്കെ ഉണ്ട്. അപ്പൊ അതൊക്കെ സാറ് ഇനി അത് മാറ്റേണ്ട ഒക്കെ സമയമായി. കാരണം സാറ് ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് ക്ലാസ്സിനകത്തൊക്കെ ഒത്തിരി എടുത്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. അപ്പൊ ഇവിടെ വരുമ്പോ അതെങ്ങനെ എടുക്കുക. ഓക്കെ സാർ, വിഷ് യു ഓൾ ദ ബെസ്റ്റ്. ഈ ഒരു ഇനിഷ്യേറ്റീവ് എടുത്തതിന് സാറിന് ഒന്നുകൂടി നന്ദി പറയുന്നു. താങ്ക് യു സാർ.
ഓക്കെ താങ്ക് യു ബർസാദ് സാർ. സാർ പറഞ്ഞ വളരെ ശരിയാണ്. അപ്പൊ ED ഉൾപ്പെടെ പല സ്ലാങ്ങിന്റെ ഇഷ്യൂസ് ആയാലും കുറെ കാര്യങ്ങൾ ഐഡന്റിഫൈ ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്. പക്ഷെ എന്താ വിഷയം എന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ നമുക്കിത് രാവിലെ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഒരു 5 മിനിറ്റ് 10 മിനിറ്റ് ഉള്ളൊരു അതൊരു പ്രാക്ടീസ് ആയിട്ട് നമുക്ക് ഇതുവരെ ജീവിതത്തിൽ കൊണ്ടുനടക്കാൻ കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ടില്ല. ഒരു എക്സ്പോഷർ നമുക്ക് ലഭിക്കുന്നില്ലല്ലോ. അപ്പൊ ഇവിടെ എന്തെങ്കിലും ഒരു ടാസ്ക് വരുമ്പോ പിന്നെ അതിനനുസരിച്ചുള്ള എഫർട്ട് നമ്മൾ ബാക്ക് എൻഡിൽ എടുക്കുമല്ലോ എന്ന് വിചാരിച്ചിട്ടാണ് നമ്മുടെ പ്ലാറ്റ്ഫോമിൽ ഇങ്ങനെ കൊണ്ടുവരുന്നത്. ഇവിടെ എന്തായാലും മറ്റതൊരു 10 മിനിറ്റ്സ് ഒരു 15 മിനിറ്റ്സ് നമുക്കൊരു ടോക്കിനുള്ള അവസരം ലഭിക്കുന്നുള്ളൂ. ഇവിടെ ആകുമ്പോൾ കുറച്ചുകൂടി കിട്ടുമല്ലോ. അപ്പൊ അത് ശരിയാവും, കുറച്ച് സമയം എടുക്കും. കാരണം നമ്മൾ പറയാ മലയാളത്തിലോ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ അങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ സംസാരിച്ച് അതിന്റെ ശീലമായിട്ട്. വളരെ സന്തോഷം. അപ്പൊ നമ്മുടെ ഒരു എയിം തന്നെ സ്പീക്കേഴ്സിന് എന്താണ് ഒരു ഓപ്പർച്യൂണിറ്റി കൊടുക്കുക എന്നുള്ളതാണ്. ഓക്കെ, താങ്ക് യു ബർസാദ് സാർ. ആരെങ്കിലും എന്തെങ്കിലും പറയുന്നുണ്ടോ? ലാസ്റ്റ് 4 മിനിറ്റ്സ്. ഓക്കെ, ആരും പറയുന്നില്ലെന്ന് തോന്നുന്നു. അപ്പോ ഇതുവരെ സഹകരിച്ച എല്ലാവർക്കും എൻ്റെ നന്ദി. I appreciate everybody's participation, and I know that you are very much interested in listening and also putting that into practice in your own life. So thank you for all of you for your continuous support. And I know that I am half-baked. I know that I am a work in progress. And in fact, everybody is a work in progress. So there is a lot to improve. And the purpose of this initiative is that at least 3 or 4 sessions, depending upon the availability of trainers who love to take English sessions. So at the end of the day, when they do it every day, it becomes a habit for them and they cultivate the habit of speaking in English. So thank you. And we can conclude this session by the concluding remarks from Ismail sir or Ismail sir.
Thank you so much, SREEKUMAR sir. Actually, I'm very much inspired by your feedback from our advocate Vincent sir. Yeah, he told that we should try, we don't try for the perfection. That is what I inspired and come forward to open the video and say something about our SREEKUMAR sir's class. And I'm inspired by the Brian Tracy's famous book, Eat the Frog. What are you difficult to do? The most difficult thing you do it first. Yeah, that is also inspired for me to come forward to say something, and I'm so very much happy for inviting me to say a few words in English, especially as it's an English class. This is my, you know, I'm actually so happy to say a few words in English. SREEKUMAR sir's class is very much, inspired a lot. Actually, I'm not prepared personal development program, but I'm here around more than 2 years. I'm in this group as a part of my personal development program. Thank you so much, SREEKUMAR sir, for saying two words in this.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay, as you are right on the dot, because this is a dreaded thing for me to give a presentation. Just show up for a presentation and do it for 1 hour. So it's a dreadful thing for me. So I have ate the frog. So that is I have eaten the frog right now. So that's a good feeling. So with that, we conclude this 1509 episode, the first ever English session, the start of the permanent arrangement. So I hope you liked it very much, and there are a lot more to follow. So this is a wrap for today. Thank you all.
I just want to conclude, SREEKUMAR sir. SREEKUMAR sir, I just want to conclude. With the famous lines of Robert Frost.
Please,
as
sir.
an international trainer, we dream of taking classes in Gulf countries, Scandinavian countries, and other Europe and so on. That is our dream.
Yeah.
And I would conclude with these words: the woods are lovely, dark and deep. I have a promises to keep, miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. And today's initiative, I must congratulate you. We all trainers, we all aim at visiting foreign countries and giving, and just dream yourself that tomorrow or sometime you are there in any of the countries in Europe and taking sessions. That is going to be a dream. And with that dream, let us close this. Thank you very much, and back to you.